Welcome. This is Chapter 8 of Introduction to a Devout Life by St. Francis de Sales. The title of this chapter is Of the Means to Make This Second Purgation. Now the first means, nay, the very foundation of this second purgation, is a lively sense and strong apprehension of the dreadful evils in which sin involves the soul, by means of which we conceive a deep and vehement contrition. For as contrition, be it ever so small, when joined with the virtue of the sacrament, cleanses us sufficiently from sin, so when it is great and vehement, it cleanses us even from the every affection of sin. A slight hatred or rancor creates an aversion to the person whom we hate, and makes us avoid his company. But if it be rooted in violent hatred, we not only fly and abhor him, but even loathe the conversion of his kindred and friends, and cannot endure so much as the sight of his picture, nor of anything that belongs to him. In like manner, when a penitent hates sin only with a weak, though true contrition, he forms the resolution to sin no more. But when he hates it with a rooted and vigorous contrition, he not only detests the sin, but also the affections, connections, and occasions which lead towards it. We must then, Philothea, enlarge our contrition as much as possible. We must extend it to everything that has the least relation to sin. Thus Magdalene, in her conversion, lost so effectually the taste of the pleasure she had taken in her sins as never to think of them again. And David protested not only his abhorrence of sin, but also of all the ways and the paths that lead to it. In this point consists the soul's growing young again, which he beautifully compares to the renewing of the eagle. Now, in order to obtain this perfect contrition, you must diligently exercise yourself in the following meditations, which, by the help of God's grace, will eradicate from your heart both sin and the affection to sin. As it is for this purpose, I have composed them. Use them in order I have placed them, taking but one for each day, and that if possible in the morning, which is the best time for spiritual exercises, and endeavor to ruminate on them during the rest of the day. But if you be not as yet accustomed to meditation, read what shall be said on this subject in the second part. And so concludes Chapter 8 of Introduction to a Devout Life by St. Francis de Sales.